Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Oh, that didn't sound good. Uh, let's see. Okay, my slides are coming up. And B. Martin, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, and I'm going to go all the way back just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Lydia Washington was here first. Thank you so much, Lydia. And back the other way. Oh, okay, there we go. See, I found that switch where I could. Okay, Lydia Washington says Brenda Gray is having health challenges and had surgery today. She is requesting prayers from all the squatties. Prayers from all the squatties. You got your marching orders, prayer warriors. You got your marching orders. Brenda Gray has had surgery and she is requesting all of the good vibrations, all of the good intentions, and most importantly, the prayers coming her way. So thank you very much, Lydia, for um, the super chat, and thank you all so much for being here. Judy Matussit is here. Connie Balmer! Hey, Connie Balmer! Good morning, Connie Balmer. Okay, let me see here. Wow, now that I've figured out that switch, I guess I don't have to go scrolling all the way through to make sure I didn't miss anything, right? Well, it's going to take a minute before I feel like I can trust it. You know what I'm saying? Um, like most adults of a certain age, I've been hurt before. I have to learn to trust again. So there we go. Lest we should forget, Harry and Meghan. Wow, you guys, I said they were going to be trending like crazy today. And boy, howdy, was I right. So Harry and Meghan celebrates with veterans and families. Sussex trending, plus Harry's court case. Why did I put Windsor? Huh. I don't know. I must have been thinking two different things. But that's interesting. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh well. Probably rushing. Hey Legs, Legs is here. Joan Garcia is here. Big Mama. Lorna Williams. Hope's Garden. And a host of friends and others. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yeah, there we go. I see what I did. Oh, you know what? Did you notice what I did here? I brought them closer together. I didn't like that space between them, not much, but I brought them closer together. That's why it looks so different, right? Just to be close to you, girl. But yeah, so that way I could fit some more stuff on the right side there. Okay. So, there we go. So I love the way that Veterans Day and Remembrance Day is kind of layered. I love that. Um, so of course, Veterans Day is observed on Friday, which is already Friday for, well, it's a US holiday, Veterans Day, so I think it's only US. That starts in about an hour and a half for me, and about 30 minutes for some of you all on the East Coast. And then, of course, Remembrance Day, I believe that's Sunday. So, yeah, the two holidays for people who have served. And of course, we don't want to forget those that we owe the most to, as they call it, the greatest generation, Those are the people that survived World War II. Not only the people that fought in the war, but also the people, and I don't think they get enough credit for it, but the people who helped to keep things going, like Rosie Riveter and anybody else, whether it was the butcher, baker, or candlestick maker. It was an entire effort from one nation after the other that got us through that time. And of course, let's not forget the Windrush. The Windrush people that left the Caribbean, that some of them come from Africa and South America, that went to what they thought was the motherland, only to find out later on that, well, you know how that goes. And I believe there was a similar situation with the Turks in Germany. They had the Turkish people come to help rebuild after the war, and but I only know of the Windrush community where people worked and paid into the system. They were there, legally, only to have the home office pull that okey doke on them. So that I was telling my sister about that, and she was outraged. She was absolutely outraged when I told her about the Windrush community. Outraged. She could not believe it. I said, "Yep, that really did happen, or is happening as we speak." There's a lot of people who helped them to rebuild, who helped to make the economy strong again, and only to be treated like a stepchild. So, yeah, guys, I think it's important to share stuff like that. Like, for instance, I have been speaking about the Middle East for the longest, as best I understand it. And so it wasn't so much that this any of this stuff is new to me. I don't know everything, obviously, but I know enough about it to know that there has been a grave injustice for decades. And hopefully, now that the world is learning about it, hopefully we can get justice for the victims that have been affected for like some 70 years. Maybe we can get some justice for them. So um, it's some heavy topics, but it's good to learn about these things. So that way, when something happens like what we're going through right now, you'll be better informed. Yeah, that's all I can say is you'll be better informed. Knowledge is power. Lex says, anyone else notice that Carol Vorderman is leaving BBC Radio? It is because the new rules basically can't criticize Tories. No one cares is huge. I did not know that. I did not know that. Well, we had a similar situation happen during the Gulf War. I, um, One of the late night radio hosts that I listened to, he was removed from the air. They literally removed him from the air because of how critical he was of W. Bush. He was removed from the air, and he was off the air for some months, I think, because of how critical he was during the build up to the war in Iraq. And so, I always say if you live long enough, you'll see everything twice. And the way that people are losing their jobs, or, people are walking off their jobs, and all of the punishments that are being dished out to anyone in disagreement. I've seen it before. So it's a bitter pill to swallow, but that's what happened during the Gulf War, is that there were people that lost their jobs. There were people that were being pushed out because they were not in alignment with that surge to war that unnecessary war. There were so many Americans who said, what? What did Iraq do? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, that was a frustrating time for me. Very frustrating. But that's that tide that people are washed in. When the media, when the mainstream media inundate us with a lot of false information. Yeah, that's what I'll just say false information. It's a struggle to get the truth. And even worse is when you know better and you feel like you're in some type of a twilight zone because um, everyone else is missing the obvious. But so thank you so much for that, Legs. I hate that that's happening because it looks like another case of someone being censured for speaking truth to power, or at least asking the right questions, or even worse, the most offensive thing, doing your job. That does happen. Thank you so much for the comment. Okay. Let me, take that away. And of course, is it Flandersfield where the poppies were the first thing to grow back after the war? World War One, was it? I think it's World War One. I'm looking at that pit helmet on his head. Um, I'm embarrassed to say I don't know so much history about the poppy, but we'll learn together tonight, I hope. But yeah, so this is a ominous image, but I thought it rather artful, so of course I'm sharing it with you. So again, Veterans Day is tomorrow, and I believe that in the UK, Remembrance Day is observed on Sunday. And let me see. Basically, corralling the media. The Royals do it, so I guess the Tories are doing it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Legs. I'm going to definitely look into that. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank our troops this Veterans Day. Sign the USO official thank you card. Well, every year they have an online thank you card for the USO. And of course, USO, they're the ones that remember when Meghan went over to, was it Afghanistan? She had volunteered for the USO. So, yeah, that same USO, the USO, which of course that means, what does that mean? That means, what does that mean? You know, oh, United States Service Organization. That's it. Oh, I was about to say United States Service Organization. In other words, it's for the people in the armed services. They are the ones that put together those, like, for instance, when Marilyn Monroe went to see the troops, or even Lena Horne entertained the troops. Yeah, they put together stuff like that, the USO show, and services for the families and such. So, Pura Quazeta, thank you so much for being here. Oh, Compton Calico wants to say hi to a few people. Always glad to help out with that. You know we are. And okay. Yeah, we're always glad to help out with that. All right, and next. So, you guys, are we at a banquet of visual delights or what? There's the Duchess of Sussex, the Duke of Sussex, and those people from the ribbon cutting last night. I believe that there was a photographer from the Archwell that took these photos, and of course, the very artsy looking black and white photos. Harry in his finely tailored suit, make unknown, and Meghan, who is wearing Armani. Yeah, Meghan is wearing the Armani, um, and looking fly as I don't know what. What a beautiful couple. And here's another. You can see Meghan in the background there. Now, of course, the occasion, they opened up this fitness facility. As a matter of fact, why don't I do the short video just in case there's anyone who missed it? I will play the very, very short video okay, was that the last one? Yeah. Yeah, I'll play that very short video. It's like 1 minute, 41 seconds. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, recognized and celebrated U.S. veterans and active duty service members at the grand opening of the Navy SEAL Foundation's Warrior Fitness Program West Coast facility in San Diego. They toured the new state-of-the-art complex, met with service members benefiting from the program, and officially opened the facility alongside 250 supporters and participants. The Warrior Fitness Program provides best-in-class holistic support for veterans and active-duty Naval Special Warfare personnel, focusing on both their physical and mental well-being and rehabilitation. Throughout the program, participants receive strength and conditioning coaching, tools to address chronic pain, and therapies designed to support each individual service member. Navy SEALs, veterans, and their families shared with the Duke and Duchess the transformational power of these recovery resources and the importance of supporting our military personnel both in body and mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yes, I was snacking on something. Um, I was snacking on something. Busted. Um, if I'd have known that, I could have had a second bite. Uh, anyway, so that's the new Navy SEAL Foundation Fitness, whatever they call it. But yeah, what a novel idea. They actually have a program that you go through. It's like a 6 week course or something like that. So very cool, very cool. And for those who have a chance to take advantage of it, I guess it's open not only to the veterans but to their families also. But yeah, for those who have a chance to take advantage of this, um, win-win. It's a win for everyone, a win for the community. Antoinette Kennedy, hello. And this is the moment. This is the moment. Now, you all may be wondering what goes into the process of putting together Royal Sussex. One of the things I do is I scour the internet looking for images and videos and, of course, stories. I tried and I tried and I tried. I looked every place I could think of trying to find a video for this. You see, there are people holding up their phones. You see that there is a photographer behind them with a HD camera. There's a photographer obviously taking this photo, but yet I can't seem to find any video. There's got to be a video out there. But for now, usually 24 hours after the fact, everything seems to pour out, right? But I have not found a single video. Or, as my relatives would say, I haven't found not nan video, not nan video. I wonder how that translates, not nan video. You know how they have the caption for the video? I would love to go back and see how the caption says, not nan video. Anyway, yeah, I could not find it, but I searched. Nothing, nothing, not just for this moment, but for anything. I'm like, where are the videos? Where are the videos? I can't find any. And I searched. I even went to Facebook looking for videos. I went to Instagram. I went to all the reliable sources, and nobody has anything. There were 200, was it 200? Yeah, there were 200 people there. Surely there's a video somewhere, some rogue film or upload. Nothing. So I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep checking my reliable sources. But if they don't have it, chances are it does not exist, but there's got to be something. But anyway, what a lovely, lovely moment. And how sweet. I mean, look at how tight that she's holding our Duchess, and Harry with that big grin. Like, well, you know what Harry's always thinking. Harry is always thinking, I'm so glad that people love her as much as I do. I mean, it just, you could tell that he's so proud of his wife and he loves to see people embrace her. It just, that it's as though it's a like a measure of validation of some sort. Like, yes, I knew this was the one. And it's very sweet. It's very sweet. When you love someone, you always want the entire world to know why you love that person so much. So this is one of those examples of pride and joy and love and all of those things that is going on in this moment. Harry is so proud of his wife, as well he should be, because she is the one. Most men marry up, and Harry is no exception. He definitely married up. So I'm gonna keep looking for it. I want to find this moment. I want to hear the laughter of joy and recognition and all that kind of stuff. I know it's out there somewhere. Also, I wouldn't mind hanging out with that lady. Anybody who can do that and not spill their drink is probably somebody I want to hang out with. Anybody who could do that and not spill their drink is somebody I want to hang out with. Let's see here. What? Oh no. Really? Valerie, that's awful. Although I'm not surprised because I hear that there are some shall we say older generations that are deep royalists, and I guess if you grow up with the queen's image over your fireplace or over your kitchen table, or you know what I mean, it's got to do something to your thoughts about situations. And there are some squatties that are still royalists, and it's a learned behavior, obviously. And the idea that the royal family is a bellwether for everything in society, that you look to Buckingham Palace in times of trouble or times of joy. You have the queen's image, or at least it was, on all the banknotes and the stamps, and the queen's trust this, the queen's that, and the prince's trust, the prince's that. All of those things have got to do something to you. um I enjoy the fact that after 4 or 8 years there's a turnover. I enjoy that. It reassures me that in my lifetime, if things are not going well, there's a better chance that someone more qualified will take the position as the chief executive, the head of the country, the very, the leader of the free world, if you will. There's always that. It doesn't always work out, obviously, because Ronald Reagan sold us out and destroyed our unions and such. But he only had his 8 years and then he was gone. And I rather like that. But whether Charles is doing a good job or a bad job, whether William is great or not, fortunately, with most governments, even though there's a figurehead or an executive or whatever, at least you got other people that carry the day-to-day operations, and hopefully they're doing a good job. But that's really too bad. Valerie, thanks for your comment. Let me see here. Oh, Francilia Mosley says, my friend that work at Camp Pendleton, I heard that Harry and Meghan were so nice, sweet, and that Harry looks you in the eye and seems interested in you, and Meghan is so beautiful and very tiny in person. Aw, how sweet. Wow, that's really good to hear. Yeah, I just wish that there was some videos floating around. I wish there was, but I could not find any. But I promise you, if I can find something, I will share it immediately. Let's see here. The happiness on that woman's face made me cry. It is such a beautiful moment. Yes. Is it Kutlo Vivian Magomi? Thank you so much for your comment. But yes, that I you can see the connection there. It is so obvious, and Harry just proud that everybody loves his wife. Love that. Love this moment. Okay, and there is another or is that this? I think I may have done this one twice. I think I may have done this one twice. There's this one, and then I think the other one is a tighter shot. Yes, that one is a twofer. Or I used it twice. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And lastly, there is the little sit down table conference something or other, but that seemed to have gone very well. and Harry and Meghan are in their element. I love that. And I love the fact that they are on equal terms with everyone at the table instead of doing like the Last Supper thing, like, you know, those other two royals are so prone to do. Instead of doing that Last Supper thing, they are just there as equals with everyone at the table, as it ought to be. Brainstorming, learning, sharing. That is the way these things should go, not just a big photo op. And everybody knows that these Sussexes follow up. That is the strength that they have with their connections with people, is that they follow up. They follow up. They don't just, wait for someone on the staff to do these things. They are in tune with the subject at hand. They have lots of information to share. They learn a lot. They're just good. They are just good with people, and it makes a big difference. People know when you care. People know when you care, and people know when you're BSing or just there for lip service. Like the lady in Harlem, when Diana went to Harlem, and remember the lady that had on the same color, that like burgundy and black. Um, She said, "We get people up here all the time. They're just here for the photos and they disappear." She said, "But I knew immediately that Diana was different." She said she sensed it right away. As soon as Diana spoke to her, there was that connection. And she knew the difference between someone who was just there for photos and someone who was actually there to learn and share. Uh, Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we got that one. Yeah, we watched that yesterday with the little kid, right? In the video, they are in the parking lot. The page is House of Sussex. Yeah, I think we got that one already. I shared that one yesterday, but thanks anyway. Yeah, if it's the one with the little kid running, we watched that one yesterday. But I'm looking for inside of this fitness facility. That's what I'm looking for. There's got to be something out there. Oh well. And it's like there's older people, so maybe they're like technically challenged. Maybe they don't do the social media stuff. You know what I mean? Where are they? Oh wait. Yeah. Well, you never know. You never know. But we'll see. We'll see. Something to come up. It's not over yet. Something will come up. Not to worry, you guys. But what a day. What a wonderful day. Now, the American Legion family, and lest we forget. So, I don't know how this started or where this comes from, but there were people who were outraged that our Duchess was wearing the poppy. It's as though they could not think of anything else to complain about. So, right here, British tradition of wearing poppies in honor of the fallen started in the United States of America. In November 1918, a poem by Canadian military doctor uh, John McCrae inspired American humanitarian Moina Michael to wear and distribute poppies in honor of the fallen soldiers. 2 days before the armistice agreement was signed, Miss Michael bought and then pinned a red poppy on her coat. She gave other poppies out to ex servicemen in the YMCA headquarters in New York, where she worked. The poppy was officially adopted by the American Legion at a conference 2 years later. At the same conference, a French woman named Madame E. Gerwin, I guess is Gerwin, yeah, saw an opportunity for orphans and widows to raise money in France by selling the poppy. The Royal British Legion, which adopted the poppy in 1921, the 3 million poppies are sent to 120 countries outside the UK, says Nick Buckley, head of the Legion's Poppy. These are mostly for British expats. So there you go. That is where the tradition of the poppy comes from. So if an American chooses to wear the poppy, which is actually pretty unusual, but if they choose to wear them, I think they're justified, even if this story was not available. Even if it's not true, who cares? If you want to recognize the fallen heroes or appreciate those who have served, then what difference does it make? It's just showing proper respect to people who sacrificed their time, their lives in some cases, for their nation. And, if they didn't do it, someone else would likely go in their place. That is the ultimate sacrifice. If they didn't go, someone else would go in their place. I hate war. I'm not a fan of it, but I still support people that have been in service because it's just the proper thing to do. So then there's Harry. Harry has always been a soldier. He just exudes that discipline and authority of a soldier, as evident by the attention that he is paying to those men in uniform. And his mother, proud Princess Diana, probably knew that that was the natural course of things for her son. Now, if you take a look here, there is Harry right there in his element as a child. Remember, he stole Ken Worf's radio and went outside the gates of Kensington Palace, patrolling the neighborhood. I love, I love that story. But yeah, that happened, and that's because he's brave and courageous, and willing to protect uh, other people. So yeah, that's our Harry. And right here, I love these photos. Um, Harry standing at full attention like a little soldier. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, I'm no body language expert, but what do you see there? You see someone who is scouring, who is scanning the horizon, someone who is looking out for any trouble that may happen. And of course, there's his brother who, is there too. Not as he seems to be more preoccupied with whatever Harry is doing than actually looking around this area. But that's okay. He's just a kid. He was just a kid, not to, diminish him for being a kid, but it's just that Harry always seemed to have that air of authority. That's all. Let's see. Lynn Webley says, I like it too, Baron. Meghan was treated so badly by UK Americans. Hugging her is nice because she is a wonderful person. Amen to that. And let me see, but I like inform these fools. We were poppy in Jamaica. It's not just UK thing. It's international. Let me take Dr. Sand. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, it's a fine old tradition, and wherever it evolved, yeah, that is important to remember. That it's not just in the UK. I just think that how they say in the U.S. we kind of overdo it with the American flags. especially around the holiday. Yeah, we do kind of go overboard with the American flags. And I think likewise, when you see that sea of poppies everywhere, it does seem like it's a bit much, but it's just that one time of the year. Some people feel the same way about Christmas or Halloween or Thanksgiving. Whatever it is, there's always going to be someone who doesn't care for the change of scenery because of a holiday, but it's a tradition, and there's nothing wrong with people expressing themselves. But yeah, so that's our little soldier, Prince Harry. Wow. I mean, that kid, what, I don't know what was going through his mind in that moment. Who could know? But he just seems like he is doing his royal duty for his grandmother. Plain and simple. And of course, there is the USO and our Duchess. Long before Meghan met Harry, um, Meghan was known for her philanthropy and humanitarian work and such. And when asked to join the USO to go and entertain at Christmas, she was more than eager to go. Um, and I like that, when the Rangers try to create this scenario where Meghan is only doing this because she's trying to fool people or something like that. The thing is, um, Meghan's husband, Prince Harry, is a veteran. And before she met Prince Harry, she has been supportive to the military. And think about this, when Meghan was very young, she protested the war in Iraq. A very young person. What was she, like 8, 9 years old, whatever? She was protesting the war in Iraq, along with so many Americans, believe it or not, that protested. There were people that protested. She did not believe in the war, not that war. It's not a matter of her going against the military. She supports the military. Most Americans support the military, regardless of whatever unnecessary war that they find themselves in. You have to separate one from the other, or at least you should. And so, off on the Air Force, the actually that is an Air Force One plane, but that is the one usually reserved for the vice president. Although the president has used that one on occasion, that is that military version of the 757. It is a long, skinny plane that has incredible range. Some people call it the flying pencil, but that is how they got to Afghanistan. And again, Meghan was more than capable, ready, and able to volunteer for such a thing. And there she is, getting all geared up. So, very, very cool. And oh, by the way, you guys, I finally figured out what Anne of Duchess of Success meant by the potato. It was something that I had said about, oh gosh, what is her name? Sophie Wessex. It was something I had said about that you would rather watch someone peel a potato. You'd rather watch, I don't know. It was a few things I said: water boil, paint dry. Anything would be more interesting than Sophie Wessex. And I totally forgot I said that. I totally forgot about that. What am I doing here? Stop it. Stop it. Uh-oh. Um, oh, okay. Wait. Oh, I'm like, how did I do that? I'm sitting up here um not paying attention and hit the wrong button. Let me get rid of that. You know what it is? I got too much stuff open. That's what the problem is. I got too many screens open. I need to shut some of these down. So, okay. One moment while I do that, get rid of some of these screens. Not good for the performance of the computer to have so many things open. So close some of those down. Let me see. I had like 4 Twitters open at the same time. Okay, that should be better. Okay. Let me see. Anastasia. Hey, Anastasia. I have to go back to bed now, so I'll watch the rest of the podcast later. I have a busy schedule this week and the next 2 weeks. Well, good luck with your schedule, and I hope everything is productive and everything goes well for you. And thank you so much for being here tonight. All right, so this was one of the news things from yesterday, and I do have a little sound bite I want to share with you because I'm so proud of our Duke and Duchess. Let me see here.
For the grand opening of a facility for Navy SEALs and their families. ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo joins us live from downtown where the event is going on now. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Wally. Yes, and we did get a glimpse of the Duke and Duchess. They have since gone inside to this new state-of-the-art facility behind me. This is closed to the press, but it is open to these people you see here behind me. These are Navy SEALs and their families. The facility has the best of the best for some of the most elite members of our military. Now, the ribbon cutting happened just about 30 minutes ago, so take a look. We want to show you what that looked like. Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, were here to show the support for the Navy SEAL Foundation. Now, Prince Harry is a veteran of the British military and has been a longtime supporter of military families in the U.S. He's also the founder of the Invictus Games. Now, I want to show you what the facility looks like inside. It's nearly 20,000 square feet right here on 10th Avenue near Petco Park. The West Coast Warriors Fitness Program facility, as it's called, will allow Navy SEAL warriors and veterans to train and recover from injuries and trauma during a 4 to 6 week program. Now, this opening, of course, just comes days ahead of Veterans Day. The facility will not only have the best fitness and workout equipment, but will also be staffed with personnel to work with and guide the SEALs. Now, it's funded by donors of the Navy SEAL Foundation who support the SEALs when they are injured or ill on active duty. Now, as we come back out here outside, we know that the Prince Harry is inside. We know that he is going to be speaking to the crowd, and he's also going to participate in a roundtable discussion with Navy SEALs and their spouses. They're going to talk about the challenges that they face during and after their service and the mental health battles that they face. We will have an in-depth report on this event tonight here at 11 o'clock. Reporting live outside the new facility, Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
Laura Acevedo, Robbie.
Well, you guys, I saw several of the local news agencies. They have, oh, there we go. I just wanted to share a few of these videos since that's what they were speaking about. But I saw several of those videos where you could just hear the excitement about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex making their appearance at the event. How cool was that? I love it. Now, as you can see, once again, I have put some slides out of order. This should have been before that one, but since we're here, let's go with it. American here. There seems to be some confusion as to why there is so much Harry and Meghan footwork this week. Friday is Veterans Day in the United States of America. Prince Harry is a veteran. Meghan is married to Prince Harry, who is a veteran. The end. That was a squatty who was sick and tired of being sick and tired. That was from a squatty that was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So for the last time, Meghan is married to Harry, who is a veteran, right? Well, okay, Friday is Veterans Day. Let's do it in order. Prince Harry is a veteran. Meghan is married to Prince Harry, who is a veteran. The end. Period. And then another squatty said, as the wife of a British veteran who served for 10 years, Meghan Markle can wear any poppy she wants. She's supporting her husband and the community. What really is offensive is when those who never served use military uniform as costume. Well, I wonder who could they possibly be speaking of? Oh, those people. Yeah, that is offensive. There they are, decorated like Christmas trees. Now, to be fair, the Duke of York, that sick old man Andrew, did actually technically go to war when he was on a ship in the Royal Navy during the Falkland Island War. I remember that very clearly from my youth. And then, of course, Charles, who served as a communication officer when he visited San Diego back in 1974, technically he served. Now, he's never been to war, but he has served. And Willie Leaks, the air rescue helicopter person, he didn't serve. And the rest of those people, well, we all know Edward's story. He was in for like about 3 or 4 weeks, and he found it unsatisfactory, and he quit. So that was his story, which doesn't explain why he is layered with all of those chocolate medals, um, but there he is. He's layered with all that jazz. Um, so yes, the only person who I think is fit to wear the uniform is Prince Harry. The rest of them are just going through the motions. Little Max says that is a very obvious reference to the costume wearing that family. Yes, yes. Let me see. Joan Garcia says it's such a waste to respond to haters because they are just blockheads. So true. So true. And there we go. So, not to, drag Edward, that's not my intention, but I just want to remind y'all when Meghan came to the family, she was rich, right? She already had a fortune when she got there. Net worth estimated at about $5 million, right? That we know of. No discernible skills, bankrupt company, 1.7 million pounds unpaid debt, married Ed, kerching, kerching, the old cash register sound, kerching. And then, of course, Prince Edward, showing off his medals. He dropped out of the Marines after 4 months and never saw active service. Was it 4 months? I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was a matter of weeks, but okay. So here's what they could be for. Lanyard for front door key. Air farce medal. These are actually pretty good. Air farce, get it? Air Force farce. Air farce medal. 5 minute in Marines. Doolittle Award. It's a knockout third place. Barefaced Cheek Award. Shiny Ed medal. And last but not least, the campaign medal. Yeah, the campaign medal. And then there's a few others that are not identified, but yeah, you get the point. That there's quite a few medals for someone who, well, quit. Yeah, they quit. And guess who's the veteran? And guess who gets to wear a uniform at the funeral It's unbelievable just how out of touch and petty these folks are. So that came from my vast archive of, photos and comments and um, receipts. And yeah, that was one that was floating around last year when Harry was not given the opportunity to wear his uniform. There was a backlash. And unfortunately, Edward got caught up in the middle of it. But it still is a very valid point. Why is he in uniform and Harry was not allowed to wear one? So, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry wear puppy pins as they make surprise outing to help Navy SEALs. You guys get comfortable because I have a few of these. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who met veterans and active duty service members and their loved ones while in San Diego. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry recognized veterans and service members during a second surprise outing in San Diego ahead of Veterans Day and Remembrance Day after spending Wednesday morning with veterans and active duty service members and opening of the Navy SEAL Foundation Warrior Fitness Program West Coast facility. Wow, that's a mouthful. One more time. Navy SEAL Foundation Warrior Fitness Program West Coast facility in San Diego, a few hours drive south of their home in Montecito, California. According to the couple's Archwell Foundation, they toured the new state-of-the-art complex, met with service members benefiting from the program, and officially opened the facility alongside 250 supporters and participants. Let's see. The Warrior Fitness Program provides holistic support for Navy Special Warfare personnel and veterans with a focus on both their physical and mental wellness. During the visit, Navy SEALs veterans and their families spoke with Prince Harry and Meghan about the importance of the program's resources and support. There we go. And Lex says, is it Halloween all year for the royals? Classism is out of hand in the UK. It tops innovation, hard work, and determination. It is all you know. Thank you so much, Lex, for that commentary. But it would seem as though every day is Halloween based on the very colorful costumes that they wear. I think the most offensive one in my book is the Order of the Garter. I mean, if that doesn't look ancient and out of place and unnecessary in this day and age, I don't know what does. But the full regalia for the Order of the Garter, it makes me nervous about what's actually going on in that room when they're visiting. I mean, do they remove their energy mask and expose those invertebrate, reptilian, inbred extraterrestrial forms? Their reptilian side, do they expose their reptilian side when they meet inside of that room? Or where did I think they meet at the St. George Chapel, don't they? I'm like, will that ever go away? Will that ever go away? Huh. What goes on in there? I would be curious to know, but thank you again, Legs. And here's another. Didn't I tell you all yesterday? What did I say? People Magazine, Hello Magazine, Town and Country. They are going to flood the airwaves with them. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle step out for event with veterans and proudly display their poppies. I'm telling you, this thing with the poppies was a big deal. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex visited Camp Pendleton in San Diego. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex met with veterans and active duty service members on Wednesday ahead of Veterans Day. During the visit to Camp Pendleton, the couple got a firsthand insight into Operation Big's which is a special mentoring program designed for children of military families, including active duty veterans and Gold Star families. Next. And then there's this one. You know, we had to go to the fashion side of it, right? Meghan Markle's latest Armani outfit is a lesson in sophisticated glamour. 3 snaps. Let's do 3 snaps together, okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go, 3 snaps. So Meghan Markle's latest Armani outfit is a lesson in sophisticated glamour. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex opened the new Navy SEAL Foundation training facility for veterans in San Diego. Yeah. Can we get to the outfit? Let me see. Okay, said that. Okay, there we go. The stylish Duchess wore a single-breasted black blazer from Giorgio Armani featuring one glossy button and waist clenching tailored to create a flattering feminine silhouette. She paired it with an understated black square neck top and the matching Armani straight leg trousers, giving a look that was contemporary yet timeless. To add a touch of glamour to the look, Meghan pinned a dazzling red poppy to her blazer that glistened when the light hit, drawing attention to her symbolic brooch. Though elevated minimalism is constantly at the top of her style agenda, her all-black look and stunning ornament were wholly appropriate for the occasion. I love it. Love it. Oh no, Rory, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear. And you're in New York? How could that happen? That's usually like a rural thing, right? How could that happen? Let me see. Is it Brownie? End of day, the Sussex are just decent. What a loss. Surely the royal family can see the love by now. Just embrace it. Change is inevitable. Amen to that. Amen. Okay, next, Meghan Markle twins with Prince Harry in a 4.5K silk suit for second engagement in one day. The Duchess of Sussex made 2 appearances in San Diego on Wednesday. Okay, now there we go. Oh, there it is. The Duchess of Sussex made a swift outfit change on Wednesday after traveling from her first engagement at Camp Pendleton to her evening appearance at the Warrior Fitness Program West Coast facility. For the latter, Meghan looked ready for business in her chic ebony power suit as she joined Prince Harry for his opening of the new Navy SEAL Foundation training facility, turning to trusted favorite Giorgio Armani for her effortless ensemble. The Duchess stepped out in a mulberry silk blazer with the brand described as a fabric that perfectly hugs the feminine silhouette, sleek lines slipping over the figure. See her elegant outfit in the clip below. She teamed it with matching palazzo trousers with a high waist and straight legs, bringing a total cost of the coordinated to £3,500 or $48.90 in U.S. money. The black top, a chunky gold bangle, and a small red poppy pin finished off her ensemble, which has also previously been worn by Queen Mathilde Beauty-wise, Meghan sported radiant skin and long lashes, fastening her luscious dark hair into a low ponytail with the end twisted into soft curls. Okay. Now, why they have this photo instead of the other photo, I don't know, because this was from Lion King, but further down in the article, I think the other photo was there. So anyway, we get it. Let's move on. Uh, Yeah, Joan Garcia says, so now the U.S. publications want to get in on the Harry and Meghan gravy train. Here, here. All right. So oh, there we go. I think this is the last article that I'm sharing. Town and Country, Meghan Markle puts a creative spin on Remembrance Day poppies. The Sussexes made a low-key visit to Camp Pendleton in San Diego yesterday. Each November, the British royal family dons crimson poppies during their public engagements, a tradition rooted in the poem In Flanders Field by John McCrae. They're worn as a nod to Remembrance Day to honor fallen troops and are often called Remembrance Day poppies. While she was a working royal, Meghan Markle joined in this tradition, and now in California, she's putting a unique creative spin on Remembrance Day poppy. Okay, little sip of water there. On the Remembrance Day poppy. Yesterday, Meghan and Prince Harry visited veterans active duty service members and their families at Camp Pendleton in San Diego, California. According to Archwell, part of their visit included time spent with Operation Biggs, the first of its kind mentoring program for children of military families, including active duty veterans and Gold Star families. They added, founded in 2004, the program connects young people and families to mentors who can relate to shared experiences and challenge faced by having parent or parents in the military when they are on deployment and after they have returned. Okay, so that's it for the one more. Meghan Markle's royal blue cardigan has a sweet double meaning. Meghan Markle is back. I was about to say Meghan Markle is black. Okay, let me slow down. Meghan Markle is back at it again wearing, oh Lord, what is that one there? Hold on. Okay, is back at it again, weaving symbolism into her outfits like the bona fide fashion diplomat she is. Oh, I like that, fashion diplomat. This time, the Duchess of Sussex, alongside hubby, Prince Harry, visited Camp Pendleton, a Marine Corps base in San Diego, California, wearing a royal blue Carolina Herrera cardigan embroidered with red flowers. The visit comes on the eve of both Veterans Day and Remembrance Day, the American and British holidays honoring service members who risked their lives for their countries. Both holidays fall on November the 11th, the date that the end of World War I in 1919. Not only is Markle's cardigan appropriately patriotic in color, but the flowers, vibrant poppies, are a nod to the UK's symbol of remembrance and hope. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Princess Kate often wear poppy pins on their lapels as a show of respect for the British Armed Forces. In fact, Prince Harry was wearing the meaningful emblem on his own jacket during the visit to Pendleton. So there you go. And I promise you that was the last of them. So that is just a sample of some of the articles that were making the rounds on the X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. And now that Carolina Herrera sweater, embroidered poppy wool cardigan. Now, this is the best clear photo of it that I've seen so far. And yeah, that is very tasteful. Yeah, that's going on. And leave it to Meghan to take something as simple as that and make it chic and elegant. So they said it was sold out. But the thing that was surprising, but not really surprising, is that some people thought that it was rather strange to wear the poppy embroidered on your outfit like that. Well, you know how it is. People find something to complain about. Now, this was in the Times of San Diego. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle helped open Warrior Fitness Center near Petco Park. So we know all that information, but just wanted to share with you again how the story seems to have spread all over Southern California and beyond. I just love it. I love when people are learning about our Sussexes. The reason why this is so important is that a counter narrative to all the negativity, the lies, and hyperbole. And I don't even know what hyperbole is, but I'm pretty sure that that was part of what they've been doing. They've been throwing some hyperbole. Yeah, some hyperbole in there. They've been doing that. So I'm going to find out what that means, by the way, but I think I used it in the proper context. Yeah, so that's what they've been doing. They've been throwing all of that stuff around, and the more that the Sussexes are seen as normal, everyday, hardworking royals that just happen to be on the path to becoming billionaires, the sooner let me try to rephrase that. The sooner people can see that these are just two people on the pathway to billionaire status that just happen to have royal titles conferred upon them by the late Queen Elizabeth II, the sooner people realize that, the better off they'll be. Instead of all of this nonsense and accusations and whataboutisms and stuff like that. I thought they wanted this and not. Forget about all that. These are just two hardworking philanthropists as well as humanitarians, entrepreneurs, and let us not forget executive producers that are trying to make the world a better place. So that's what they're doing. And anybody who's not on board with that, well, then stick with those other people across the pond. Stick with them. Here is a collage of good intentions by Prince William. Let me see. William pledges to support anti-youth violence. New pledge promised to win over young Britons. Prince William pledged to end homelessness. William meets Colombian president after pledge to tackle illegal wildlife trade. William pledged to serve Welsh people with great respect. Oh, that's a new one. I didn't see that one before. Prince William pledged to help return, was that Maui head to Aborigines? Oh, okay. Prince William wants royal ivory destroyed. Let me see. Went over young Britons, peace in the Middle East. Prince William pledged to support stop knife crime after girl is okay. And lastly, palace still display ivory despite Prince William's pledge. So many pledges in so little time. His brother has made a huge impact with Cintabale and the Invictus Games. He started in his 20s. What's Will ever done that made a real impact? He's now 41 and still pledging this, that, and everything else. He never follows through. He's too lazy. He wants adulation and power. So that is a quote from one of these squatties that I think that was the one that put this collage together. So yeah, that's what William's been up to for 41 years. I guess you can say he's been trying to find his voice. Yeah, he's been trying to find his voice. Meanwhile, his younger and better looking brother has been out there walking the walk and talking the talk, making connections, building relationships with world leaders, right? Harry has been building relationships with world leaders since he was a teenager. And that continues today. And I guarantee you, there are more people, more high ranking individuals, people in high places that have some connection with Harry and absolutely nothing to do with his brother. Probably most, oh, why did I do that? Probably most of the connecting that's taken place was with one of the royal aides or a what do you call it? What do you call those people? A courtier. Yeah, that's it. A courtier. So let me share this with you. Let me share this with you. Oh, did that work? Oh, wait, let me try it again. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's weird. Why is that not working? Huh. Your browser is having trouble sharing your video. This can happen if file is invalid. Invalid? There's nothing invalid about my file. That's weird. Okay, maybe I won't share it with you. Okay, let me try that one more time.
No, they're not going to roll over for SOCOM. They're going to fight all the way through. And, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the teams to click.
And our special guest in the house for the gold medal match, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, enjoying sitting volleyball action here at the Warrior Games Challenge. Good to see him here.
Got smarter with their plays, and you know, you don't want to force things too much.
And Tina, I don't know if you knew this, but we have a special guest here in the house for the Warrior Games Challenge, the Duke of Sussex himself, Prince Harry, in attendance here for the bronze medal game. Happy to have him along with us, instrumental in the Invictus Games. They'll be taking place later on this year.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You're witnessing the action live.
Now, let me show you something. You see that guy sitting next to Harry? That is Charles L. Brown. 4-star General Charles L. Brown. He is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He's from the Air Force, but he has been elevated to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So he is the department head for all the department heads. Got it? He's in charge of the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. He is, I guess, the only other person that has a higher rank is the Secretary of Defense. He answers to the Secretary of Defense, who answers to the President. So that is his position right now. At the time when Harry was at the Wounded Warrior Games, he was actually being considered for that position. Well, he was approved, and now he is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. This is who Harry is sitting there having a rather jovial, casual, and productive conversation with. And then later on, there was a photo of the two of them walking and talking about whatever, but you just can't compete with that. You just can't compete with that. I mean, look at there, the ease in which he fits into these spaces. You got to love him for that. So, doesn't hurt to have friends in high places. And this is why, in spite of all of that negativity that they have been peddling from the hateful side of things, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. The welcome that the Sussexes received yesterday warms my heart. Hey, Baron, I think that William gives empty pledges on purpose so that he doesn't have to have any accountability for anything that he does. Ooh, that's a good one. That is good. Yeah, thank you. Very, very good observation. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That way, if something goes wrong, he doesn't have to take any heat for it. Okay, let me go on here. So, Prince Harry named global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers. That happened today. Scotty's Little Soldiers. And what is that? Well, this is it. Scotty's Little Soldier. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has written a letter. Would you not like to let me find that? It's a short video, so I think it's only a few minutes long. May as well, since we're here, just in case you didn't see it, I will share it with you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. How do I know them old songs like that? I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a postcard. I gotta save some money. And make believe it came from you. Today, ahead of Remembrance Sunday, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, shared a letter with the young members of Scotty's Little Soldiers to offer his support at what can be a proud but emotional time for bereaved military children and young people. The Duke, who has been involved with the charity since 2017, was recently asked to be its first ever global ambassador. In his new role, the Duke will support Scotty's Little Soldiers to give a voice to bereaved military children, reach more families in need, and discover potential opportunities for collaboration and growth in the military and veteran community globally. Dear Scotty's Little Soldiers, during what may be a particularly difficult time for you and your family, know that I am thinking of you and hoping for your Remembrance Weekend to be filled with comfort, support, and shared understanding with your fellow Scotty's members. This is an incredibly important and emotional time of year when so many come together to pay their respects to your military parents and our military family for their service and for their sacrifice. Growing up having lost a parent is immensely difficult, but being part of such a strong and resilient community like Scotty's can really help. Spending time with people who understand what you may be feeling and who can rally around you in moments of need is something to cherish. Scotty's will be there for you year-round, and I encourage you to take full advantage of all this community has to offer. Grief is nothing to be ashamed of. It's normal to feel sadness from loss. But don't forget that you also deserve to feel happiness. Your parent would want that, trust me. On this Remembrance Sunday, I hope you carry a sense of pride for your mom or dad as they do for you, with the understanding that they will never be forgotten. It's an honor for me to be a part of this community alongside you. I just love editing videos. Can you all tell? I love editing videos. It is so much fun. We are really excited. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is joining Scotty's as a global ambassador. He's supporting Scotty's he's supported Scotty's for a number of years, and having been bereaved as a child himself and having served in the British Armed Forces, including deploying to Afghanistan, Prince Harry resonates with our members. They know he truly understands them and the challenges they face as bereaved military children. The Duke is also able to use his profile to help raise awareness of the charity, meaning that we can reach and support more children and young people who have experienced the death of a parent who served in the British Armed Forces. Wow, what an amazing position to be in. Harry is just, I worry sometimes, is he spreading himself too thin? Does he have too much to do? But you have to remember that Harry has a very good staff of people that works at Archwell. He has the Duchess of Sussex. He has the rock of the family, Doria. So he has a lot of good things going for him. And though the burden of the choices that he's made with the future, and it's, I guess I shouldn't call it a burden, but it is work. It is hard work. Harry is working very hard, and he has a good partner to share that with him. He has good people in his life. I mean, having people support you rather than plotting against you, to have a staff that is not warring with another household, all of those things can make things go terribly wrong. But everything is going right for Harry. That's why I always tell you guys, don't worry so much about all the small details, because there are no leaks in Montecito. There are no leaks in Montecito. They have no idea what Harry's doing next. They have no idea. How did Harry go all the way to San Diego to that event, and the tabloids knew nothing about it? How did all of that happen? How could all of this have taken place and nobody leaked? That's because he's not working with that family. He's not working with that family. He's not working with the staff that has been, dumped in his lap by that family. He's hiring his own people. He's doing his own thing. So that's why. Oh, thank you, Connie Bomber. Thank you. We are talking about subscribers, right? We ain't talking about some scratch-offs, are we? Because if you're talking about some scratch-offs, I'll take that too. But if we're talking about We are talking about the channel, though, right? We're not talking about any lottery or anything like that, right? I guess. But yeah, you all wish 50K for Baron, would you? 50K subscribers, 50K in the bank. And while you at it, why don't we wish Baron a Tesla, huh? How about a Tesla? Or I'm trying to think of some stuff that we could wish for Baron. But Connie Balmer, you are on just the right track. I knew it was something about you I just loved. You're just so thoughtful. Woo! I saw Wish Baron 50K and I mean I set up. I was just like, huh? What 50K? I got 50K? Oh, that's not too much to ask for, is it? 50K? Oh, what would I do with 50K? I know what I would do. I would travel for like a year. I would travel for like a year. Oh, I would get gone, y'all. I would get gone. Um, yeah, that's what I would do with 50K. Yes, Connie Balmer, the channel. Yeah, that's right, the channel. Um, do we have to limit it to the channel though? Well, if it's not visions of sugar plums dancing in my head, then obviously it's a new Tesla. Uh, anyway, thank you for that, Connie Balmer. And yes, I hope that by the end of the year, Royal Sussex reaches a whopping 50K. That would be really special. That would be so cool. Just to see that nice rounded number like that. That would be a nice way to end 2023. Right? Right. Okay. So, today ahead of Remembrance Day, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. Yeah, we did all that. That was in the video. So we're good with that. And we'll move on. And let's not forget for Christmas, remember when Harry dressed up as Spider-Man? Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has recorded a special Christmas video message for Scotty's Little Soldiers, the charity for bereaved military children and young people. As I said in the past, I'm pretty sure that Harry has a lot of fun with that costume when it comes to Archie and Lily. So the idea of him running around the house looking like Spider-Man, somehow that doesn't surprise me. He purchased that outfit so that he could entertain those kids, right? But he kept it because he wanted it in the first place. And what about that time when Harry dressed up as Santa Claus? I think that was 2021. Yes, there is everybody's favorite ginger dressed up as Santa. Santa baby, slip a Tesla under the tree for me. Been good all year long, Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, slip 50K in my savings account. I want to see 50K right now. Oh, yes. That's the you see, there's two versions of Santa Baby. You've been listening to Eartha Kitt all these years, and that's fine. But don't forget that version of Santa Baby that was written for an overcaffeinated, chubby baby boomer content creator. And that's the one that, they sing about the Tesla and all that kind of stuff. So when you really examine the lyrics of these songs, when you really examine the lyrics of these songs, you find that it reveals so much. Hey, Lady Windrush, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so moving on. And well, this one is this one really breaks my heart. A lot of people might not think about someone like my dad who died by self-harm. I had to change the words. Remembrance isn't just about remembering the past, it's about remembering all the people who are dying now, too. Scotty member Austin 13. What a touching letter to write. Very touching. And it is important to remember that it's not just on the battlefield. It's not just because of troop movements, but there are some people that are troubled souls that have trouble dealing with things, that aren't getting the help that they're needed. This is why I am so glad to support the Sussexes, because as that Tony Dunstey, the guy that was speaking yesterday, he was saying how Harry and Meghan have helped so many people in the military community, so many people. So this makes me so glad that I'm sitting here right now at this moment doing what I'm doing every day. It really makes me feel good to have the smallest thing to do with any of it. So it makes me very proud. It makes me very fulfilled and happy to play the smallest part in something so much bigger. So let me see if I can find that from yesterday. Let me see. That was from yesterday. Yes, that's the guy right there. Let me play that little sound bite.
And this is what former SEAL and really the project manager of the Navy SEAL Foundation, Tony Dunstey, had to say about how special it was to have the Prince and Princess of Sussex.
We're thrilled that the Duke and Duchess are here. It's quite an honor for them to be here for the commissioning. They've proven through the Archwell Foundation their commitment to veteran causes, domestically and internationally. Specifically, they've really destigmatized mental health issues for those who have gone through military service. And they've done that with courage. And it's just great validation to have them here. It's a great signal of partnership internationally. And we're honored to have them here for the grand opening.
And this.
Wow. So, yeah. What a brave little child to write a letter like that. And even though the derangers and the tabloid media try to create some negative spin on anything and everything, we are on the right side of history. The people that are supporting the Sussexes are on the right side of history. The military community has embraced them. Harry has put in the work. He didn't just come up with some list of things like, I want to do this and I want to do that. He didn't just say it, he's done it. He's had to go and ask for money to have people support his vision. He gave them a clear vision of what he wanted to do, and they got right in line with him. They fell right in line. One of the people that he shared his vision Well, she did everything that was asked of her and then some, which is why I feel like she deserves to live in a very large house with an ocean view from a very high bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean. And of course, those two darling children, a tea house, a tennis court, all that kind of stuff. She deserves all of that and then some. So, as you can see, Harry can be rather persuasive when he wants to be, and everything goes his way. Everything goes his way, and they live happily ever after, right? That's how it goes. So, yeah, when somebody shares a vision with Harry, everything is good in the world. I Brownie, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching tonight. And also, thank you so much for participating in the chat. Even if you're not able to donate anything, that you all are participating in the chat, liking and sharing, and supporting all the other Sussex friendly spaces means a lot. So thank you. Attentiones, attentiones, as they say in Italy. Attentiones, a private middle bomb. Attentiones, everybody. Here is private middle bomb. Attentiones. Yes, private middle bomb. One of the squatties said, Princess of Wales spotted playing dress up a few days after Halloween. Here she is pretending she has a clue what real veterans go through to earn and serve in that uniform. Sources say remaining family members like to award themselves medals and titles they don't deserve. So, signed Squatty. That was what one of the Squatties had to say about Private Middlebaum or Major Middlebaum. And I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. It's so disingenuous. It's so nonsensical. It's just a waste of taxpayer money. Yeah, I one of these days, you all, one of these days, people are going to wake up to this and they're going to demand that a stop is put to it. I thought Kate was too busy helping George study for his exam, but apparently not too busy to dress up in ridiculous military apparel and pretend to be a colonel. Yeah, they made her something colonel. They did cover up her hideous wig this time, so that's progress. Well, and the tights. Why the tights? Why are you wearing tights? I feel humiliated for the guy that is speaking to her. I really do. I feel humiliated. This guy is not the least bit starstruck. One of the things I respect about David Weissman said that he did not speak to Harry the first time he saw him. He said the first time he saw Harry, he didn't speak to him. He said, now there were people that were making a big deal about Harry's presence at some event. But he said it didn't matter to him because he had come there to do military stuff. He wasn't there to, hang out with royal family members and everything. And he said once he talked to Harry and found out that he was a real person and not the, figure that he had seen on television all those years, he never thought they were going to be the best of friends. He never saw himself in a role that he has with the Invictus Games. That wasn't in his wheelhouse. He was there to serve. That's it. Not to do what this guy is doing right here with Major Middlebaum. So I take that to mean that there's a lot of people that find themselves in this position where they have to babysit a 42-year-old woman, and help her get some good photos in the paper, it's got to be humiliating. This is so offensive on so many levels. Is she undergoing basic training? Is that why she needed the camo? I don't understand why the UK people don't have a problem with their media. You would think one would have a revolution. Damn legs. They're just some leggings. I mean, I don't think we have to I mean, but if that's the way you see it, I mean, no shade, but damn, I'm down. Damn. Okay. Well, I tried to warn her, but okay. So thank you for your comment. Let's see. 1960 says, I think it's disgusting that Kitty why don't I do this? Sorry about that. I think it's disgusting that Kitty gets to be a colonel in chief, but they strip Harry of his military titles. I'm sure Harry's was heartbroken. Hell is not hot enough for the unroyals. Yeah, thank you, 1960. Well, I can see that this is a very emotional. I can see this is a very emotional subject. Revolution, the pits of hell. Well, I tell you, I'm glad I'm on your side. I am on your side, right? I'm glad I'm on your side because one's talking revolution, the other the pits of hell. I want to be right with everyone. I promise you. Leg says, I take it personally, leggings is too close to legs. Okay, well, thank you for that. Oh, boy. You all are too much. You know that. You all are just too much. Oh, let's see. Lady Winbrush says, I visited a residential home to see a client and I could hear birds chirping. There were two birds, a yellow and a blue one. And guess what their names were? Harry and Meghan. It made me smile. Thank you so much for sharing that story. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate hearing that. Let me see. Let's see. We can say 1776. The 4th of July, Second Continental Congress unanimously adopted the Declaration of Independence, announcing the colonies' separation from Great Britain. Yes, July 4th, 1776. In 1706, I'm told our founding fathers all sat down to write a list of principles that's known the world around. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country. And so the people spelled it out. They wanted land of liberty. So they all sat down and they wrote a list of principles that became known as the preamble. And it goes something like this here. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. that was Schoolhouse Rock, of course. And I know y'all remember Schoolhouse Rock. We the people. That was when they indoctrinated us with all that Manifest Destiny stuff. But yeah, I used to love me some Schoolhouse Rock, still do. So thank you very much, Sash, for that fine education in the Declaration of Independence. And of course, the preamble as subscribed by the Second Continental Congress. Thank you very much. Let's see. And next. Now, oh, wait, that was from yesterday. Here we go. That was from today. There we go. So, Byline investigates Prince Harry's High Court case against Mail newspaper about hacking and blogging will be revealed tomorrow at 10 a.m. So that means, about 8 hours from now, right? That's in about 8 hours. So in 8 hours, we'll find out. And remember, not only is Harry one of the people in that lawsuit, there is Baroness Lawrence of Clarendon, OBE. There is Elizabeth Hurley, Sir Elton John, CBE, David Furnish, Elton John's partner, Sir Simon Hughes, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and Sadie Frost Law. Sadie Frost Law. I keep wanting to say Shady. Sadie Frost Law. And the Associated Newspaper Limited is the defendant. So remember, tomorrow or 8 hours from now, as it's already tomorrow. But yeah, so that's about to happen. How do you remember all those words to that? Well, they made it a song. Repetition. They made it a song. 3, that's a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. A man and a lady had a little baby. Yes, they did. And it was 3 in the family. It's a magic number. Oh, how much fun was that? Okay, let's move on. Congratulations to Tracy Chapman, just became the first Black songwriter to win Song of the Year at the Country Music Awards. She won it for Fast Car, a track she released over 3 decades ago when she was 24 years old. Hear why the song still remains so much to fans. Yeah, hear why the song still remains so much to fans. So I put the lyrics up there just in case you're wondering what the song is. You had a fast car, and I want to take it to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from 0, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. And I had a feeling that I belong. And I had to be someone. She had a very unique voice, right? But I love that song. You got a fast car, and I had a plan to get out of here. I've been working at a convenience store, managed to save a little bit money. You won't have to drive far, just cross the border into the city. You and I can both get a job and find to see what it means to be living. What do they call that? A bravado? She has that bravado or whatever. Anyway, that was a good song. Um, I'm sure you remember that song from back in the day, Fast Car. I had a feeling and I had to be so, be so. Let's see. Leg says Luke Combs did the remake this year on his album. Really? I haven't heard that version. Is it any good? I'm going to have to check it out. Thank you so much, Legs. Oh, this photo of Brian Regagira, who painting is something he loves, is not a job or a job that gives him income like it was for others. Brian, who lives in, oh gosh, I forget how to say that, highlands of southern Tanzania. Anyway, they're not talking about this one right here on the left side. That is actually created from a ballpoint pen, several ballpoint pens. So he paints, but he also has done these almost hyper realistic, I guess you can call them sketches with a ballpoint pen. And he's not the only one. There's some other artists that also work with ballpoint pens, but just imagine the patience and the dexterity, the talent that it would take to do something like this with an ink pen, a ballpoint pen. I mean, that is incredible. Who could do something like that? Not I. That is incredible. Oh yeah, I think we're done. We're almost done. Almost done, you guys. Let's see. Yeah, so 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2023. You can see all of these examples of the Sussexes acknowledging the veterans and celebrating the Remembrance Day. So this is something that has been a staple in their relationship, that they would acknowledge the veterans. That one particular year, 2020, when they refused to lay the wreath at the center staff that he purchased, well, they went to one of the several national cemeteries here in the United States. For people that are not from the United States, everybody has heard of Arlington National Cemetery. Well, there are several military cemeteries across the country. So the most prestigious, of course, is Arlington, but there are people who settle for something closer to home. And of course, as a military serviceman, you and your spouse, I believe, get to, you know, have your place there for free. I believe it's free for the military servicemen. So, yeah. So that's what they've been doing. They have been walking the walk and talking the talk all this time. Now, I don't know what you guys have on your list for Christmas, but did you know that there is a Lady C that stole Christmas apparel collection? Yes, there is a Lady C that stole Christmas collection of clothing. And as you can see, it's hard to tell which is Lady C and which is the Grinch. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. The bad skin complexion, the very dagger-like eyes that could just slice you with a look, all of that seems so realistic. I don't know who I'm looking at right now. My eyes don't know where to go. Which one is the real Lady C? I don't know. They all look convincing to me. But yeah, so I don't know, if you start early, you may be able to get one before they're all sold out. I'm pretty sure they're going to be very popular come Christmas. The official Lady C bestowed Christmas collection. And then we'll close with this. We will close with this right here. Oh, why did I do that? With all of that plotting and scheming that they're doing to try to win over the public, to try to downplay the accomplishments of the Sussexes, one thing is persistent and, well, actually consistent, I should say, that Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, is still the most popular royal in the United Kingdom. Don't let anybody tell you different. Meghan, in the UK, Meghan is the second most popular, followed by William and then Catherine. But Harry's at the top. Harry has always been at the top, even while the Queen was alive. Those ridiculous polls that they have with YouGov, which one of Camilla's nephews seems to be associated with, allegedly or possibly. I don't put much stock in that. I don't even know why they bother to do polls. This is not a poll. This is the actual search, the virtual searches that have taken place on the internet, on Google. And consistently, the Sussexes are sailing and soaring above the rest of that family. And take a look at this one. This Google trend graph illustrates everything you need to know about the current state of the British monarchy. The red line depicts the public interest in Prince Harry over the last 5 years, while the blue line shows the interest in Prince William during the same period of time. See that? William has just about flatlined, whereas Harry is always above William. The only time that William seems to peak is likely because of a comparison to Harry, because somehow they have invoked the name of Harry. By throwing Harry and Meghan into the mix, that helps to lift their numbers. You see that? That helps to lift their numbers. Here and here. They all seem to peak at the same time, although the Sussexes seem to peak at a far greater rate than the rest of that clan. Did I just say clan? That family. That was a Freudian slip. So the Sussexes are the most popular royal couple on the planet. Period. I don't care what the rest of those people say. Harry and Meghan, they are the most popular. So, and with that, you guys, one last thing here. I almost forgot about this one. King Charles left the Navy as a lieutenant. Then his mother promoted him. Now he dresses as an admiral of the fleet. Absurd and offensive. Leave it to the squatties. Leave it to the squatties. But yeah, that is something to think about. When he left the Navy, he was a lieutenant, a communication officer. Now he has more honors than Admiral Dewey. He is more decorated than the Duchess of Alba. And the Duchess of Alba held the Guinness World Record for the most highly decorated, titled royal in the world. Well, I don't know about that now, because enters Charles III. I mean, Charles would set off a metal detector he wasn't even walking through with all that garbage. But yeah, so there you go. Charles III, the most highly decorated person in all of the United Kingdom. She's translucent. Yeah, she's actually she's like a jello, very shallow and yeah, she doesn't really have a color. I couldn't assign a color to her. I wouldn't know. She's kind of like a a chameleon. Whatever is around, she adapts to the surroundings. Anyway, you all, I really enjoyed talking about the Sussexes tonight. And if you see someone riding down the street and you start thinking to yourself, "Oh my goodness, I thought Corilla, what is it, Corella Deville was actually a cartoon character." Well, the real Corella Deville was recently seen in Kenya. So your eyes, if you're from Kenya and you're watching Royal Sussex and you thought perhaps you saw Corella Deville, your eyes do not deceive you. It was actually the Queen Consort, but your eyes are not deceiving you. That was Corella Deville. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. Thank you to the Rock of the Sussex family. Yes, the Rock, the one who holds it all together with wisdom and kindness and hopefully some soul food that Harry could enjoy. Doria, our Doria, and of course, the People's Princess, the Queen of Hearts, Princess Diana, who somewhere seems to be guiding Sussexes, helping them to navigate the dangers that are out there. I really do believe that. So whatever there isn't for them in California, there is a spirit that seems to have enveloped them that is protecting them, and thank goodness for that. So all right, so with that, you guys, I am gonna go. Thank you very much. 2 hours, 14 minutes. Not bad, not bad. And our last word of the day is okay. Night, everyone. Stay safe. Remain blessed. Thank you very much for that, Amelia Rodriguez. That is our last comment for the day. And now on, oh, by the way, thank you all for your very thoughtful and generous contributions and supporting Royal Sussex. And also, again, thank you for participating with the chat, with the likes, the shares, and please make sure that you are supporting all of the Sussex-friendly spaces. Okay, love you guys. Good night. Santa baby, just pay the first class ticket fee for me. I want to go to France for Christmas, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Okay. But yeah, thank you everyone, and thank you, Santa. So I'm gonna go to bed, and when I wake up, I'm gonna look outside, and if there's a new Tesla out there, then I know that wishes do come true. uh, but if not, that's cool too. That's cool. How about a loofah sponge and a bus pass? Yeah, I will take a loofah sponge and a bus pass over a Tesla any day of the week. Yes, hydrate. Please stay safe. Pray. Don't peg and I'm sorry. Yeah, don't peg and hydrate. Yeah. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Wow, what a great 48 hours. I'm still buzzed from it all. I'm still like giddy from all of the positive news stories, seeing that the Sussexes are interacting with the public like that and the military families. That always makes me happy. But if I had to say, what is the photo of the week? If there was a photo of the week, it's got to be this one. It just has to be. Um, I mean, that the lady right there, she'll talk about this for the rest of her life. She's going to talk about this for the rest of her life, and rightly so. That time that I saw Harry and Meghan, and Harry uh, gave a speech, and Meghan gave me this big hug, and all of that. It's going to be very special. Yeah, I'm so happy for her. And I'm happy she didn't spill a drink either, because that actually gives me anxiety. Yeah, that gives me a little anxiety. I'm just kidding. I'm not feeling anxiety. Is that what you have to do? Okay. It's going to look awkward, but you know me, I'll try anything once and twice if I like it. But yeah, why not? Why not? Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I had so much fun tonight. I did. I'm always so happy when the Sussexes are like out and doing stuff. I hope there's more to come. And remember, it is still the holiday weekend. There will be the let me see, it's Friday, so it's the observance of the Veterans Day. The actual Veterans Day is Saturday, right? And so is Remembrance Day. So busy weekend, busy weekend. Miss Mac, let me see. Close your eyes and click your heels 3 times. Well, if that will get me to the car dealership at Oz, then of course I will. I wish. You know, I want to watch The Wiz again. I was talking about it like we were last time, or like a week ago. That really made me want to take a deep dive into it. So maybe that'll happen sooner or later. Okay. Night, everyone. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I can't wait.